New introduction here. I want to get everybody's attention for what I feel will be a lucrative opportunity. It's the first ever NYSE marijuana IPO. We're making history here, and I feel this is just the first stepping stone in what is going to be the start of many IPOs on both the NASDAQ and the NYSE. I feel we're going to have a marijuana sector and marijuana ETFs in the future, and this is just step number one. If you are familiar with the industry, that's all I have to say. I know you're interested already. If this is new to you, this is going to be, in my opinion, the greatest financial opportunity in our lifetimes. This has never happened before. We have an established tens of billions dollar industry that the floodgates are going to open. It's becoming more and more legitimate legally, and this is just step number one. So Innovative Industrial Properties is the company. The ticker is IIPR. It is a real estate REIT that invests in medical marijuana facilities. And for this IPO, we have a new website, www.mjipo.com. I put together an hour of research video going through the filings, researching the company and the executives, and establishing a game plan, looking at some other IPOs and how they have traded. We're going to have a chat room with live Q&A during that day, Tuesday, November 22nd. And we'll also have the live webcam where I'll be showing our charts, going over, pointing out key support and resistance levels, looking at the volume that's coming in. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. I hope you will join us. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into the charts. Hey everybody, checking in on DRYS on the daily, weekly, shorter term time frames, and obviously with the back and forth, high risk, high reward play, tons of volatility, shorter term time frames are more important. So the basic point here that I want to point out in this video is have a stop loss in place. It's running to the upside. It's great. Lots of profits to be made, but you must have a stop loss in place because when this thing does turn around and consolidate, we're going to see a 10 cent or a 10%, 20% drop out of nowhere very quickly, and it's going to trap a ton of people, and we're going to get a ton of bag holders. So the daily chart is full-on breakout mode, huge bull volume. We were halting all throughout the day today due to the amount of shares that were pouring in, the amount of orders, market makers having a tough time keeping up. But the upper Bollinger Band is holding as support. We consolidated on Friday, held that level. Big bullish break. The fact that we closed up at the high of the day does indicate strength heading into tomorrow. The RSI is extremely overbought at 95. Weekly time frame, we can look at it to find some resistance levels. And I'm looking back now, $50 psychological. We got previous support at 48. That's also a resistance level. And then looking up at 56.99. So we're seeing such an easy move to the upside, not only because of the volume coming in, but because we dumped from essentially $125 down to $4 in a span of a few months. So there are tons of bag holders from multiple years out in this name. Don't forget that. And again, lock in that profit. Have a stop loss level. Let's look at the shorter term time frames and try and determine where to put a stop loss level. We had the full-on breakout today, and once we really started getting going, the 20-period 5-minute moving average held as support, and then the exponential moving averages held as support all into the close. Ascending triangle pattern, looking like we'll break bullish with some upside after hours action. But in terms of support, look where we have consolidated. Every time we pulled back and formed a higher low, that's now a support. So I'm looking at 39.05, 37.60, 35.83, and then we're down very quickly to 31. So that just goes to show you this name is going to lose 25% probably the first day it starts consolidating. And I'm not trying to have a short position or give any fear. Anybody in a short position is hurt very badly, obviously. But it's just a word of advice. Have an exit plan in place because this move is not going to keep going up hundreds and hundreds of percent every day. There is going to be a top, and it's going to get the rug pulled out very quickly. The hourly RSI is 91. Have a trailing stop loss. Walk a stop loss up with it. You're not going to sell at the top. You're not going to maximize profits. There's no such thing as a perfect trade where you buy at the bottom and sell at the top. It's all about locking in that profit, not getting stuck in any positions, and being able to find the next successful trade. So the exponential moving average support on the hourly held the entire day. That's at 42.08. Bulls really want to hold that 4-period exponential to be in the strongest breakout. Losing the exponential hourly support will also be an indication that consolidation is coming. So personally, if I were in this trade, I would be looking to exit on the first big push to the upside tomorrow. I'm a little bit more conservative. I want to lock that profit in and then find the next trade And as long as you just have a game plan, the last thing you want to be doing is making decisions on the fly. And I know these are a lot of my opinions, but running a chat website with hundreds of members coming and going, I see time and time again people getting stuck in trades, and it's just because they didn't have a game plan and didn't have an exit plan. And just knowing at what price do I want to exit and then sticking to that game plan eliminates the emotions that make bad decisions and make you lose money. It's as simple as that. So I wish everybody the best of luck. I hope it keeps running up to $1 million for the Bulls. Hope everybody makes a lot of money. I do expect some further upside. My mentor always told me gap ups are for selling, gap downs are for buying. That's a general rule of thumb. And after seeing multiple hundreds of percent to the upside in a few days, a gap up for selling tomorrow might be the best idea. We'll have to see how it looks pre-market. I appreciate you watching. Again, best of luck. See you soon.